This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
And what a night for football here from Blackman High School. Good evening. We're going to have the game between Blackman Blaze and the Cane Ridge Ravens on WGNS State Farm Prep Football. I'm John Dingus along with Brian Barrett here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And Brian, this is a game, you're going to have to be Rod tonight.
I'm Rod.
Okay, so anyway.
Where should I put my microphone?
Below your neck. Anyway, we've got a great night for football. It's really great. Blackman's got a huge crowd here. They had a little special ceremony before the game started. And they're facing what in the past has been a tough Cane Ridge team. I'm not sure they're maybe in a little bit of a rebuild mode.
You know, Cane Ridge, of course, is in the district, or was in the same district as Smyrna and Laverne. And, of course, that has all changed, obviously. And, you know, they have had some good teams, but you know, something happened in Antioch, and then there was a movement to move there, and then, you know, some of their sports really started to struggle. So that's kind of what we're seeing now, I think. You know, they haven't had a very good history against the Blackman Blaze, that's for sure. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. So they've got a tough one tonight ahead of them for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be an abbreviated countdown to the game. We're going to try to get in as many things that we possibly can get in tonight. And so we're going to try to get in the county roundup, the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup at least, and maybe take a look at this weather, which I think it's going to be kind of a dull forecast because it's not really supposed to do much of anything tonight except be beautiful out there.
You know what? Temperature right now, John, is sitting at 78 degrees, and, you know, if you'd have told me the first 2 weeks in August you'd have, you know, temperatures no warmer than the mid-80s, I think every one of us would have taken that for sure.
Well, let's do this. Can we go to the weather and then go right to break, right after the weather? How about that?
All right. Well, let's take a look at your Rutherford weather forecast. Here's Ray Miller.
It's looking like a great night for football. A warm start to
go
the
right
evening
to commercial
with dew points in the upper 50s, so not too much in the way of humidity. A fairly comfortable evening. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air experts since 1966. From the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
And we'll be right back to Blackman.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube, Facebook, and more. WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. And we're going to continue. I'm going to go ahead and give the starting lineups here. in this ball game. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA, Josh Houston and Associates. For Blackman, starting at quarterback will be Javion Elliott, number 1. Number 2, running back will be Mike Wilcox. Brian Odur will be a wide receiver, along with Kerry Dixon and Bryson Mitchell. Maki Rodriguez will be at left tackle. Left guard is Daniel Hernandez. Number 73 is the center, Kennedy Jackson. At right guard, number 77, Teray Baskin. And the right tackle is number 60, Nehemiah Blackwell. Defensively, they've got number 0, Tremel Johnson at defensive end. The nose tackle is Nate Sharon, number 71. Defensive tackles, James Stewart, number 5. At defensive end, number 50, Isaac Levy. Inside linebacker is Jaden Gowan, along with Isaiah Bowles. And Makari Abernathy is one of the other outside linebackers, number 11. Emory Harris will be at corner, along with Jaden Lark. And the safeties are Trey Thornton and Darian Davis. And those starting lineups brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Time to take a look at some of the games that are going on here around the county here on our Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. If you are looking for some good barbecue, well, at Rick's Barbecue you'll find fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the traditional way over real hickory wood in custom-built pits for unbeatable flavor. From tender pork and juicy chicken to mouth-watering beef, every bite is crafted with care. Don't miss the other crowd pleasers like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes as well. From pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to satisfy your whole crew on Warrior Drive, just off South Church Street. We got other games tonight. Stewart's Creek will be at home against Stratford. Stewart's Creek's got a breakout game from LaMarcus Brown, who rushed for 258 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 39-36 win over Centennial. Stratford's a 3A playoff team last year, opened with a 49-13 loss to Hopkinsville, despite quarterback Anton Wilson throwing for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he's the real deal, too. Cannon County, 1-0, will go against PCA, also 1-0. That'll be here at MTSU tonight at 7 o'clock. Both teams impressed in their openers. Cannon County rolled past Monterey 31-0. Its first win in the series since 2021. Quarterback Eli Garrett threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for 2 more. And PCA stunned 5th-ranked Eagleville behind Porter Dedman's 155 yards rushing and a touchdown, plus a standout performance from Sean Burkhofer, who logged 9.5 tackles, a sack, and a rushing score. PCA also won last year's meeting 19-13. Our game tonight, we'll talk about that as well. Blackman has scored 24 unanswered points to beat Clarksville 24-6 in its opener, with quarterback Javion Elliott passing for 124 yards and a touchdown and rushing for 60 yards and 2 more scores. Crane Ridge, which managed only 2 wins last year, dropped its opener 33-14 to Wilson Central. Games that are going to be held on Friday, tomorrow night. Siegel will be at Lebanon. That'll be our broadcast game. These games will start at 7. Oakland versus Huntington, West Virginia, hosting them. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Coach Creasy's got a lot of respect for the group from Huntington, West Virginia. Riverdale versus Father Ryan, another tough matchup. They'll be hosting them. Another tough match for the Warriors. Rockville's at Station Camp. Smyrna is at Hendersonville. Laverne versus Dixon County. Eagleville will be at home against Community. And MTCS will be at home against Grace Christian. Now, that's the only starting time. That starts at 7:30, and that's tomorrow night. Remember, our broadcast game again will be Siegel at Lebanon, and that game time starts at 7 o'clock. That's a look at the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. When we return, we're going to be joining Brian. Brian will be joining us here, and we'll talk about maybe the keys to the game, and possibly, if we have time, we'll get those players to watch tonight in tonight's game. We'll be right back with more of the Countdown to the Game.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-900-0877 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been dedicated to the students and families in the communities we serve. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
It's State Farm Prep Sports from the Good Neighbor Network.
In a Rutherford County Classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back.
Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on WGNS Radio, WGNSSports.com, and our Big G TV video channels.
Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball.
Eagleville has done it. State champions 4 years in a row.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships.
The Oakland Patriots, 8-time state champions. The gold ball headed back to Patriot Drive.
Multi-year Tennessee Association of Broadcasters award winners Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, along with the Primetime Sports team, are standing by to bring you the game, which starts right now.
And again, good evening from the campus of Blackman High School. John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett will be doing the play-by-play for you tonight. And welcome aboard, Brian. Glad you're back. You were kind of busy, occupied with technical difficulties.
We seem to always have those, you know. When you're on a shoestring budget, and others drive Mercedes. I guess, we get the Yugo. But anyway.
Well, let's I guess we need to get right into it because we're just a few minutes from kickoff, although we haven't seen any teams come out yet, so I guess that's a good sign.
Everybody's ready for it. I don't think Cane Ridge has anybody to bring out. They've got like 4 fans over there. But we are going to take a look at some of the players tonight.
Time now for your players to watch. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, let's start with the Blackman Blaze. Javion Elliott had a great week last week, taking over the helm at Blackman quarterback. He had 7 of 17 for 124 yards passing and a touchdown. Threw a 42-yard pass to Bryson Mitchell, his only catch of the night. Plus, Elliott gives you something in the backfield as well in terms of running ability, 60 yards in the backfield for him. You're going to see a lot of Jabari Kemp and Micah Nance tonight and in the backfield running tonight. Odor, Dixon, and again Bryson Mitchell, wide receivers. And kicking game, John, pretty strong for the Blaze. 6 kickoffs for Tyler Burrow-Bomson, and 4 of them were touchbacks. 1 went 60 yards. Now, by the way, they beat Clarksville last week, 24-6. For the Cane Ridge Ravens, Joseph Shepard, the head coach of them, by the way, Matt Kreisky at Blackman. Ravens are 0-1. They lost to Wilson Central 33-14 last week. Jalen Mercado is your quarterback. He's a junior. Only passed for 5 yards. Only attempted 6 passes. Was 2 of 6 for 5 yards. Sensabaugh last week running the ball, 7 catches, 29 yards, or 7 carries, 29 yards. 7 carries, 79 yards for DeMarco Russell. He's really kind of the workhorse. DeMarco Russell had 1 catch for 10 yards, and that is pretty much it. So, John, I really think tonight that if they can really take DeMarco Russell out of the game, that the Blackman Blaze are going to have a very good opportunity here. And just kind of an interesting key stat here.
Time now for the keys to the game. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. Auto, home, business, and life insurance with a trusted agent, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance.
Well, the last meeting was 11 years ago between these two teams, but Blackman is 3-0 against Cane Ridge. 2 of the 3 games were shutouts. Blackman has outscored Cane Ridge in the 3-game series 124-14. Blackman has also hosted Cane Ridge in all but 1 of the games in the series, so 3 of the 4 games have been here at Blackman. And I think the key of the game tonight, John, is going to be run the football.
Yeah, I think when you're talking about Cane Ridge, you're going to have to watch the big play, the big break from scrimmage. And if they just play smart and make sure they get good coverage there, I think Blackman will be able to offensively put up some points tonight. We'll just have to see, but that's my prediction anyway.
Well, there are a couple of additional games going on. PCA's hosting Cannon County tonight, as John mentioned earlier in the pregame show. Stewart's Creek is at Stratford this evening, so those a couple of the games that we'll try to keep an eye on tonight and get you some score updates. The Ravens coming out, they kind of look like the Baltimore Ravens. Black pants with some purple. Same for the helmets, black helmets, black numbers with purple striping. And the Blackman Blaze coming out with a helmet that I haven't seen in a while. On one side is the flaming bee, the Blackman bee, and on the other side, kind of in cursive, is Blaze written across. Orange jerseys, navy numbers, navy pants for the Blackman Blaze. And it will be Cane Ridge kicking off to Blackman here as we get things started here this evening. Let's pause for station identification. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game.
And it is an onside kick here, but it is going to be recovered at the 45-yard line by the Blackman Blaze as we get underway here this evening, and that is your J. Mullins Jewelry time of the kickoff. It's 7:02. J. Mullins Jewelry, don't forget, our friends over there, they have been with us for 40, 50 years. Just great folks at J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard. Expert jewelry repair, custom jewelry design and manufacturing, and those indestructible reactor watches, the last watch you'll ever need. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. Here's Elliott back to pass, looking left side, man in the flat with the catch, and that's Kari Dixon. Dixon sideline, 50, 45-40, 35-30. Can they catch him? Yes, they do. A shoestring tackle inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal for the Blackman Blaze.
That was beautifully done. He had one guy he had to miss, and he did it. And just a beautiful run there, and almost got picked up 6 there.
So all of a sudden, the Blackman Blaze are in the John Day legal red zone. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. JohnDayLegal.com. That is a 51-yard pass and catch from Elliott to Dixon. Here's Elliott. 2 wide outs to either side. In the backfield with him is Micah Nance, the junior. They look back to the sideline. Get the play. Rolling up to the line of scrimmage is Elliott. Barks out a change. Play clock at 2, at 1. Do they get it off? Yes, just in time. And it's a handoff to Nance, and Nance is going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown Blaze. Micah Nance, the junior, with his first TD of the season.
They faked the inside handoff, then they went to the outside with Nance, and he was nothing but pay dirt there. Great play, great call.
Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze. John, that took what, 2 plays?
Yep. That's a good start.
Pretty amazing start here for the Blackman Blaze in this one. Toots Good Food and Fun. They've got locations all around, 4 of them as a matter of fact. Broad, South Church Highway 96, in Murfreesboro, and in Smyrna. That is J. Mullins Jewelry. I'm sorry, that is Toots Good Food and Fun. I'll get it right in a second.
You're going way back.
Yeah. Well, we've got a stoppage here on the field after the penalty marker being thrown.
They're just 2 simple plays, really. Just a little screen out to the left side, and I knew they were in trouble when they missed that tackle. And then the little sweep right after the fake, the exchange of the inside.
There may be a clock issue. John, it almost seemed like everything was, I don't know, like Cane Ridge was working in slow motion.
Yeah, they looked quick. Blackman looked really quick.
Yes, they did against this Ravens team.
I think there is a clock issue.
Yeah,
because they just took 1 second off the clock, and that's not right either, I don't think.
I saw them hand a controller away.
Well, it's a new thing, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's first game of the season, working out some kinks here. Ready for this extra point. By the way, Tyler last week was 3 for 3 on PATs. Also had a field goal in that 24-6 win. Burrow Rambosen, 4-point here. The holder is Elliott, who spent some time on special teams. The kick is away, and it is through the uprights. So your score, Blackman Blaze in 2 plays. Score, PAT good at 7-0. Blackman on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here at Music World and Drummers Den, we've got the best drum and percussion brands in the world. Ludwig, Gretsch, Pearl, Yamaha, Zildjian, Meinl, DW. We've got a great lesson program for guitar, bass, drums, piano, and more. Hi, this is Dave Kivanimi. Give us a call, 615-893-4242 to get started. Music World and Drummers Den in Murfreesboro. 2762 South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and we want to thank you for 40 great years of good food and fun.
At Toots, we still have the same specials, the same quality, the same portion sizes, even after 40 years.
And we have the best kids menu in town.
And our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big G TV is brought to you tonight by Animal City, Music World and Drummers Den, and Mills Family Pharmacy. You know, did I tell you I went to Music World and Drummers Den?
Well,
I got a music stand.
You were telling me that you needed something, and we're kind of talking about some places to go, and I said, I bet Music World would have that. You said, well, that's right on the way home.
And, of course, I always listen to what you say.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Right. Glad to be with you tonight. Brian and John here. Tomorrow night, we're going to take the Primetime Sports team on the road. We're headed to Lebanon tomorrow. And Bill Hockenberry and Rod Edwards will join me, and Connor's going to run our Big G TV tomorrow night. So we're going to have a car full headed up to Lebanon.
Man, I hate I miss it.
I can see how disappointed you are.
I may be at another game, though. Do you want me to call you?
You can text scores if you'd like.
Well, I mean, you get all the text scores, but.
Oh, if you want to.
No, I don't want to add. I mean, I don't want to be like. I don't know how to Zoom.
Well, I can call, but I forgot that you might be there. We do have a lot of folks that help us out with scores from all around the county.
My doctor told me to take it easy this year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Or is that your doctor? Was his last name Dinkins, first name John?
No, Frankenstein. Yeah.
Riverdale.
You know Dr. Frankenstein, don't you? I don't make these names up.
Father Ryan is coming to take on Riverdale. Clark Blair will be there.
Are we going to get to hear a report from him?
I think so.
Oh, wow. I get so excited at those.
Did Dr. Frankenstein change your
You'll get a copy of my new schedule.
Cheeky meter? Oh, okay. Ready for the kickoff. We've got 9:45 left in the game. Boy, it's taken a long time. I only have 2 plays in the game. It's going to be taken by Tavion Williams.
Ooh.
1 tackle miss, but then Williams is going to be plastered right about the 18-yard line and absolutely creamed. So 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. And John, for their sake, they better be faster than the defensive unit was, because if they're going to rely on the run, all Blackman's got to do is pack the box.
Well, Jake Greenhut just clobbered the running back, or the special teams runner, and I mean they're looking. they're looking tough right now.
Cato sets him down.
They got a little offsides.
Yep.
Or somebody moved, but I think it's offsides.
It's going to be against the Blaze. Nate Sharon just a little bit on the antsy side. John, you know number 4, Caden Lyons, he's got my shoes on. No, his are more green. I think I'm going to go with that color next time. First and 5 after the penalty. And it's going to be a run by Mercado. Going to pick up about a yard maybe to the 20, well, from the 24.5 to the 25.5.
Well, if you go by the number of players on the sidelines,
yeah,
it's the favor's in Blackman's favor. I mean,
that was Sensabaugh on that run, by the way. Anthony is a senior. Some different players in here than I was told. Caden Lyons, number 4, is going to be one of the receivers here near side. Another to the right. Now Lyons is in motion. Fake the handoff to him and going downfield. It's a long strike, and it is incomplete. Intended for Josiah Carey, number 15. Well,
great coverage.
Yeah, good coverage. Mercado has got a pretty good arm with that throw anyway.
The receiver wasn't able to break from the defender, though. I mean, that was just really good coverage by Blackman. So far, other than the offsides, Blackman's played perfect.
Well, they have gained a yard in 2 plays. It's 3rd down and about 4.5. 2 wides to the right. Ball closest to the right hash as they move right to left from our vantage point. Backfield. And it's a straight run up the middle. And this is Braden Smith-Thomas. They haven't used anybody that I thought.
Well, that was Sensabaugh, I think.
Oh, was it?
I think I heard, yeah.
Okay. That is enough for the first down for the Ravens. Thought it was 6, but I most likely saw that wrong. So they do pick up a first down there at the last second. And now we've got a stoppage in play. Of course, early in the season, we go through these things, and we've got a timeout on the field, so we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back. 9:12 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 Blackman Blaze on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Upland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here on State Farm Prep Sports, and it is 1st and 10. The Ravens picking up the first down with the Sensabaugh run. And now a look to the sidelines here. Not exactly 100% sure what's going on there. Tomorrow night, we've got games going on. 3 tonight and the rest of the schedule tomorrow. Siegel is at Lebanon. That's our broadcast game. Oakland is traveling to Clark County, Kentucky to play Huntington, West Virginia. Okay, keep all that straight. Father Ryan will be at Riverdale. It's Rockvale at Station Camp. Smyrna at Hendersonville. Laverne will host Dixon County. Eagleville hosting Community, and MTCS will be at home versus Grace Christian. Those are all the other games that we've got going on tomorrow night.
Well, there sure is a lot of things going on, but I still think this is a clock issue.
Do you? Well, most of the officials are on the sidelines here. And Cane Ridge came up to the line of scrimmage like they were going to try to run a play, and then the white hat told them, no, we're not ready. You know what fixes all these problems? If I were to take a break.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
All right. Let's step aside. We'll come back and waiting on the clock issue to be repaired. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
When Roscoe Brown started his local family business in 1940, he knew the importance of treating customers like family, and now 80-plus years later, that same commitment continues. Our trained, certified, and insured technicians come to your home and do the job right the first time. Roscoe Brown does heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and insulation. Call Roscoe Brown and get that needed checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
We're at Rick's Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brents, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get two 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking, 212 Warrior Drive.
Well, the snap is made, and it's going to be procedure penalty against Cane Ridge after the clock issue was taken care of there.
Their first penalty, a little illegal procedure. I imagine they had a little problem because they had to stand so long.
Yeah. Now the official just came up here, so I think he's going to be keeping the clock upstairs. So the remote is what was the problem and didn't work. So now they line up 1st and 15, 8:34 to play here in the first quarter. Blackman leads 7-0 if you're just joining. And it is going to be Sensabaugh running right side, trying to get the edge, and there's nothing there for him. I think he did get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Edie on the takedown for the Blackman Blaze. It brings up a second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd down, 15.
2nd and 15. Cane Ridge breaking the huddle. They're moving right to left as we see it. Play clock down to 22 seconds. Just don't know if they're going to have the speed to get to the corners there.
No.
Sensabaugh, the hard count. No, it's Mercado. And that time, about a 2-yard pickup. And that was 16, and there's not a 16 on my roster, so I have no idea who that is.
Stewart with a stop for Blackman.
Stewart on the stop for Blackman.
They are trying to run off tackle, and that's sure going to be difficult with Blackman the way they're now they did get a first down on the ground, but they've got a 3rd and 13 here.
Well, that penalty really hurt them in that regard. Near side is Carey as one of the 2 receivers, Lyons the other. Mercado, the give, and they met number 16 in the backfield. And it was Stewart once again with the tackle. Stewart, by the way, had 3 tackles in last week's game.
kind of tells you a lot that they decided to run a draw there and not put the ball in the air.
Well, like I mentioned in the pregame show, John, Jaden Mercado was 2 of 6 for 5 yards passing last week and an interception. So one of the 2 passes was an interception. So I don't know how much passing game they have.
Ooh.
They haven't shown it. Boy, the snap is really wild. Smith Thompson gets the kickoff, and it's going to be taken at the 41-yard line. And that was Dixon with the catch. And, John, they've had good field position, too, because they attempted that. Looked like an onside kick, but after seeing that punt, I'm not sure if it was.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. State Farm agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. First and 10 at the 45-yard line for Blackman.
Your move. Exactly 6 minutes left in the first. And they're sending Wilcox in motion, the big tight end. The pass is to the right side, Odor from the 50, and Odor met and caught up in Raven territory after picking up 7 yards to the 48-yard line. So a nice 1st and 10 pass from Elliott.
Yeah, so far it's been safe passes, and Elliott's done a good job of looking at both of his receivers, looked left and then went right to Odor.
Sometimes on Thursday nights you wonder about the crowd, but there's no wondering about this Blackman crowd.
No.
They are here and in force. Hardly a place to put them. 2nd down and 3.
Better be at school tomorrow.
Yeah, that bell time's going to be early. I'd hate to be a bus driver.
Oh, no, yeah, 4:45.
Here's Dixon. He's in motion from right to left, and it's going to be a handoff to Micah Nance, and Nance is going to carry it for a First Bank first down to about the 43.
That was a nice delay there, draw.
Picks up 5 on that and moves the chain. First Bank first down for you. First Bank with offices in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and nearly 50 across the state. That's First Bank. 1st and 10. High snap. Nice job pulling it down there by Elliott. Flag thrown as he keeps it down the sideline. 40, 30, and out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at the 19. But I'm afraid this is going to come back, and it is for a hold.
Push him back, way back. Saw that hold from here.
Beautiful sunset here as the night is falling. Very comfortable night. I don't know. We've had a string of a couple of years where we've had decent opening week temperatures, but we were talking to Scott Lawless.
I remember one. One year.
That year that they played Oakland on a Sunday. Now that's when Juwan Jennings was still playing. Of course, he plays on Sundays now. But man, that was the hottest I think I've ever seen.
He had a great game that day too.
2 wides to either side. Backfield in the eye here. Snap a little high again. Pulls it down. And the give is to Nance. Nance rumbling 50 to the 45. And going to pick up penalty yards and about a yard past that to the 42-yard line.
Nice run there, and that was a big play to get back into some decent territory here and get a chance to pick up that first down after the penalty.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd down and about 9. With just under 4 minutes to play. Clock dropped under 4. Here's Wilcox in motion. They give it to Nance. Nance gets about a couple down to the 40-yard line.
Can I say something artistically right now?
Sure.
Can you look at the sky?
I know, it's
and
orange.
Look at that contrast of that field against that sky and those trees back there.
It's really pretty remarkable. Of course, Blackman has those new LED lights here too.
Yeah, it really during sunset.
They also they can flash and do colors and all kinds of things. We'll maybe see some of that when there's some fireworks. Back to pass is Elliott on third down, looking left. Going to pass over there and incomplete to Nance. Nance had already started that turn before he had the football.
I'm not sure Nance was aware that Elliott was going to go to him. I think he thought Elliott was going to run with the football. Maybe a second chance there.
Well, on 4th and 7, what do the Blaze do here at the 40-yard line of Cane Ridge? I think they're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
That play had possibilities.
Well,
a little hesitation.
Had Nance been able to catch that football, he had all day to run. 3 wide to the far side. Ball closest to the right hash. Fake the handoff. Elliott's got some protection. Passes near side, but it is broken up by DeMarco Russell. And the Ravens will take over on downs.
That's a shame. That was had good field position, moved the ball a little bit, and that penalty kind of took a little wind out of the Blackman sails there.
Now they're going to have to call on the defense. Stewart's Creek leads Stratford 14-0 on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. And congratulations to Rutherford County Schools on achieving level 5 student growth for the 6th year in a row. That's pretty awesome. Cane Ridge timeout. We'll step aside as well. 2:59 to play in the first. Blackman up 7-0 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back, and it's 1st and 10 here for the Cane Ridge Ravens. 0-1 to start the season for Cane Ridge. Hard count, Mercado flips it to Russell. DeMarco going to be knocked down in the backfield for a huge loss, and that is Jaden Lark coming up big for the Blackman Blaze.
Didn't miss that tackle.
No, sirree.
That was their first attempt at going to the outside, and boy, that speed of Blackman, you could really tell it there. It was very evident.
Second down.
I think I told Rod to get all of us pizza and he gets his. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, okay. That's the way it works around here. Okay.
2nd down and long. 2nd and 16.
Rod's a big radio star, you know. Had that other show he had to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. 2nd down and Mercado.
Good run.
Handoff right up the gut. And this is DeMarco Russell. I'm telling you, Russell is he runs for 7 yards that time. He's pretty much the guy. Abernathy on the tackle.
42-yard line, 3rd down.
Got a 3rd down and 8 here in another passing situation. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know whether they'll pass the ball or not.
Clock at 1:40 left in the first.
They only had that one long pass, you remember? And
yep.
That was kind of a surprise.
Hard count here. 3rd and 8, what they're looking at. And it's going to be Russell again. Turns, spins, breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2, and is going to get close to that 1st down marker. And they're going to move the chain.
Yeah.
It's a 1st down for Cane Ridge.
That was a really good run. He spun, kind of like you're playing flag football, and they just couldn't bring him down.
So 1st and 10, Cane Ridge. line up quickly. Coming to the near side is Russell again. And that's not Russell on the run.
Ball carried off the left side.
That was 15, which is Carey.
He was met by Darian Davis, who just bulldozed him down.
Ball spotted at the Blackman 47-yard line.
Gowan on the tackle. And it brings up second down. 22 seconds to play. First quarter. Blackman scored in 2 plays. Since then, it's been a very slow first quarter. Here's a run to the right side for not much. And there's your first quarter horn. Let's move to the second quarter of play. Blackman 7, Cane Ridge nothing. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wamo. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
I'm State Farm agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Diz Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. It's a big 3rd and 10 now from the 50-yard line to make that the 49 of Blackman.
We move on here to the second quarter of play. Moving from left to right now. Here is a pass. High catch called over there by Lyons, but Lyons going to be driven back by a passel of Blackman Blaze, led by Tristan Thornton. Lost a yard there. Thornton, by the way, 2 tackles, 1 for loss, and an interception last week.
That was almost like a desperation pass, and it really got nowhere. Great coverage over there by the secondary.
Ball is spotted at the Cane Ridge 49-yard line.
So ball is at Cane Ridge at their 49-yard line now.
Last time they punted was an adventure, so
we'll see what happens here with Zahid Hamid. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. Who's going to get it now? It's picked up by the Blaze, and it's going to be a score. The Blackman Blaze find pay dirt on the block punt. And that is Blackman's Jalen Dowell or Noah Snelling.
You just knew that was going to happen. I mean, I could just feel it in the air when that snap came back, and he avoided it the first time they punted. Couldn't avoid it this time.
There are 2 27s on their roster, so I don't know which one it is. And I apologize for that. It's Jalen Dowell. He's the senior. Jalen Dowell. So the Toots touchdown for the Blaze. That comes, well, they scored in the first minute of the first quarter and now the first minute of the second quarter. After the Toots TD, here's Burrow Robinson for a point after, and it is up and good. He's 2 for 2 on PATs. Blackman 14. Cane Ridge nothing on State Farm Prep Sports.
Raider Tees isn't just about t-shirts. We've got jackets, scarves, polos, hats, even jewelry and home decor. Everything to show off your Middle Tennessee Blue Raider pride. Whether you're headed to the game or just want to represent the Blue Raiders every day, we've got you covered. Literally. Come check out our exclusive designs and unbeatable selection at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Ready for the kickoff here. Burrow Robozen with the kick. And backpedaling, taking it at the 1 is Cane Ridge. 10 and a trip up there. Going to be stopped shy of the 15, 14-yard line. And once again, that was Jadowell coming. Well, how about that for Jalen? 2 big plays.
He's still pumped up about the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, he's backed him up here now. First and 10. 10:49 to play in the first half. 14-0 Blaze on top. Cane Ridge about to roll out here. They've shown a lot of different sets here. Play clock has turned off. I don't know if we've got a clock issue or not. And maybe I just haven't noticed and they haven't been keeping the play clock. Wide out to either side. Near side is Carey, number 15. Another over there between the hashes and numbers on the far side, and now a whistle and a flag. They're going to take a delay of game here. I thought it was taking forever.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't help them.
No, not at all.
Now they're not sure who's coming in the game. It's been a strange game so far.
It definitely has. So that's going to put them back at the 9-yard line, and they've got to be careful to get out of the shadow of their end zone now. In the eye, and Sensabaugh is actually right at the 1-inch line. It's going to be a handoff to him, and he's not going to get anything. Going to be dropped back at about the 7, so lost a couple. John, they got to be careful.
They have, in fact, well, except for McCardo, they've not done anything on the ground, really.
And he's just been running for his life.
Ball is at the 7-yard line, second down.
Ball back to the 7, 2nd and 17. They've got to get it to the 24.5-yard line. 2 wideouts far side. Jordan Spencer is out there. And Mercado at quarterback. Sensabaugh pops it outside, finds a little seam, gets across the 10 to the 11. That was 3, not 8. So that was Russell on the run. On 2nd down, brings up 3rd down and now behind the chain after that 4-yard pickup, about 13. Whitney making the tackle for Blackman. 14-0 Blaze. If you're just now tuning in, that was the score we had out of the Stewart's Creek Stratford game, the last score we had. And they're not going to get anything here either. Sensabaugh maybe.
Now look at your situation if you're Cane Ridge. You got a 4th down. You're on the 10-yard line, and they've been 2 snaps, and one just got blocked. The punt just got blocked. So
that was Russell for no gain. Stewart on the tackle. Do you think Blackman's going to bring the house here?
I don't know. They might. They may want to set up standing at the 40-yard line. So
yeah, they're going to get a pretty decent field position. That's Kari Dixon back there at the 40. Going to be punting from the end zone. The snap is high and over the head of the punter, and a good thing a whistle was blown. And it's procedure against Cane Ridge, so they're going to back up now half the distance to the goal, I guess.
Yeah, that left tackle moved, I think.
Well, John, there was that would have been a safety had that whistle not blown. And now they're going to have to punt from well inside the end zone now. I'd hate to be Hamid. On 4th down and 20. They do get it off. It's going to be fielded by Dixon and a fair catch called for. They did get down there quickly, so Blackman at the 40 of Cane Ridge have it now.
Big G TV coverage is brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, where over 100 physicians provide care from the common to the complex. With state-of-the-art facilities and several convenient locations, MMC makes healthcare easier in Middle Tennessee. Glad to be able to get Big G TV to you tonight. We go to great extremes.
Well,
got a guy on the roof.
I'm guessing it's there. I think I saw some earlier. Internet here at Blackman stinks, just putting it bluntly. Pass to the near side is going to be caught by Lark, and now the ball lost down the sideline. Here comes Cane Ridge. Allen Giles, and he is going to wind up scoring.
That was a great break for Cane Ridge. Trying to do a little too much, and turned it around and did a spin, and the ball got loose and literally picked up by Cane Ridge.
Well, that is definitely not a mistake you want here. Cane Ridge touchdown brings them within a TD, an extra point and a TD ahead. But
they had a tremendous amount of blockers there in front of him, too. Looks like Blackman couldn't get to him.
PCA, by the way, on the Jennings and Ayers home scoreboard, leads 7-0 over Cannon County. Trying to get enough internet to update the scoreboard tonight, but it is slow as a snail right now. This PAT could be interesting. They're actually going to line up to go for two. I don't blame them the way things have gone. Cato, direct snap to Russell. Russell goes left side, tries to turn it up. There's a flag on the play. And we'll have to see. He did not get in for the two-point conversion. But if it's against Blackman, they'll get another chance at it. I think it's against Cane Ridge the way they're looking. But that's just a pure guess, and I'm probably wrong. Holding Cane Ridge. So no two-point conversion. Your score remains 14-6. Blackman on top. Oh, there's a personal foul against Blackman, though, after that. Okay, well, still your score, all right? 7:53 to play. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. Let's take just a 30-second break here, and we'll be right back.
Mills Family Pharmacy.
Here at Mills Pharmacy, we do compound medications.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Compounding medications are prescriptions that are not commercially available, or you need a special formulation. If it's a liquid, suppository, or specialized cream, we make that in our lab.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding, all to create custom medications for you.
We're at 2994 South Church Street, next to Toots.
Customized services at Mills Family Pharmacy.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, and State Farm.
Brian, John, Rod here with you tonight. 3 games tonight, a slew tomorrow, and our only game out of county for the regular season, unless we change things down the road. We are looking like maybe the second half of the season having to make an adjustment or two, but don't think we're going to have to leave the county then because everybody's playing in the region and they're all here. So, but tomorrow night in Lebanon. I'll tell you what, the games with Lebanon have been Siegel and Lebanon in that series. They have been razor-thin margins, so it should be a good one. There was a personal foul, roughing the kicker penalty. That's what happened at the end of that 2-point attempt. Well, how is it roughing the kicker? He gave the kick motion. It's just a personal foul assessed here, and they'll kick off from the 45 of Blackman. A little short, high pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the 20 and returnable for the Blaze, but going the wrong direction, going to be pinned down at the 11-yard line. John Blackman has given them all kinds of opportunities for momentum.
Best there just to fall down on it.
Yeah.
I mean, or kick it out of bounds or something, but that cost them some field position. Because he was going to be at about the 25-yard line where he initially got it. So I guess that's where maybe he was out of bounds. I don't know. They gave it to him at 25. What is that?
I think
it's marked at?
It's at the 13 or 12. 13. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. And running around right side is Elliott on the keep. Elliott breaks one tackle but can't break another. Gets it across to about the 17-yard line. Picks up 4, though, on 1st and 10, and Clark making the tackle.
Need a good drive here. You got 7:27 to play here in the first half. Need a good drive. Get back take that lead up to 2 touchdowns again, 2 scores.
Second down and 6. Here's Elliott looking here to the near side. Has a couple of receivers to choose from, and incomplete. Intended for Braylon Odor. That one's thrown a little outside of him there, John. Not sure if it was a mix-up on the route or what.
I threw behind him, actually. I just think the throw was just behind him. I don't think it was a mix-up.
Second down now. Make that third down now and 6. Going to have 2 receivers here to the near side. Kind of offset in a stack. That's the wide side of the field. Another receiver there to the right. It's going to be a handoff trying to get the edge there. I believe that was Jabari Kemp. And it was, but he's going to be stopped short. Needed 6 and got 3, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and a punt situation here now.
Well, that's not really what you wanted there, was it? To get stalled.
Nothing went right on that whole thing, John, I don't think, for Blackman. Cane Ridge should get pretty decent field position here. And the Burrow-Rabomzin kick. Going to take a nice roll, though. And instead of being at the Blackman 40, it's going to continue to roll to the Cane Ridge 35-yard line. And that is a 44-yard punt there for Tyler Burrow-Rabomzin.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered there. Bad punt. You don't want to give them short field at all. Now the defense has to step up here, and let's get them 3 and out.
How much time? 6:01 to play in the second quarter. New scoreboard here at Blackman. Got the big Jumbotron and all that good stuff. Cato with the give, and that's either Sensabaugh or Russell. Can't tell you how hard it is to see 8 or 3. Got back to the line of scrimmage, though. And it was Sensabaugh for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second down, 10.
You know, that Jumbotron, Brian, you need to get your big mug up there.
Do I?
Yeah, I think it'd look good in, what is that, 3D? Or they got some really neat advertising up there.
I don't think that's probably for me.
Join Big B on Big G.
Second down here.
No comment?
No. I don't think that's a good option. Well, now they have drawn James Stewart offsides, and that will be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, little things like that have not helped either. We've helped them out a little bit.
A little shot in the foot here and there.
It'll be second down, 5.
Second down, 5 yards to go now for the Cane Ridge Ravens. They didn't have far to travel, John, but my goodness, well, at least they were going the opposite way coming in. 24 traffic is a nightmare. Now we have a whistle from the sideline.
I happened to be there at midday today. They had 40-mile-per-hour speed limit, and I don't see any construction between Laverne and probably Harding.
You probably didn't see anybody going 40 either.
Well, yes, we did. It's
really
just bottlenecked. They're going, but they're creeping. I mean,
well, one thing I can tell you here is they're very adamant on the pants over the knees. So that was what that stoppage was about. Here's a run right up the middle. Going to pick up a first down here for Cane Ridge with Sensabaugh on the carry to the 46-yard line of Cane Ridge, and another first down for them.
Yeah, that was a nice run. Good blocking up front by the Ravens.
Ball is at the Cane Ridge 41-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 now. Second quarter of play. 4:22 to go in this one. In the first half, we've got your Ideas Tees intermission coming up at the half too. So be sure to hang out for that. Lots of good info. First and 10 here for Cane Ridge, 2 to the left. Jalen Mikado gives it to Russell. Russell takes it left side. Going to be bounced around. He's going to eke out a yard or two over there, but not much more. Gets it to near the 48-yard line.
Yeah, there were several missed tackles, but he still only managed to get a yard out of it. Now, the clock is a little bit in our favor, because if we can keep them out of the end zone, because they're a run and gun. I mean, they're not throwing the ball at all. So, and then they don't seem to be in that big a hurry either.
It's 2nd and 8, 3:12 to play. But if they get a score here, there's not going to be much time left if they take a lot of the clock. And breaking tackle after tackle is Sensabaugh, but he's finally going to be wrestled down behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be dropped back to the 44-yard line.
Should have been a hold there that wasn't called.
McGowan making the tackle. Gowan.
Loss on the play back to the 44-yard line.
Jader is the leading tackler on the team coming into tonight. 6 tackles, 2 for loss on the season. Stewart's Creek has opened up a 28-0 can of whooping on Stratford tonight. Second quarter, still playing. Third down here and 12. And once again, Sensabaugh trying to run and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense there.
Well, John, if they're not fast enough to get around the edge, what's Blackman going to do? They're going to pack it in, and they haven't.
Well, really, the only reason Cane Ridge got the first down was that offside penalty, or they wouldn't have. They're not going to be able to burst out and get, 10, 15 yards carry, from what I can tell so far.
I think the story so far in this game is for Blackman just not to kick themselves in the foot, like right there. But Dixon does pick it up, gets some room here to the near side from the 20 to the 25, still on his feet, and slammed down at the 29-yard line. That could have been really bad.
Very, very bad. State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio, WGNS, and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, and the law offices of John Day. And big savings are coming to Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening soon at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, offering up to 70% off name brand items. It's like a new store every day. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for details.
Well, 1st and 10 here for the Blaze. Time is a factor, 1:18. Kind of hurry up here. And now whistle. We've got a Cane Ridge timeout. We'll step aside as well, see what Blackman can do with this last minute plus on State Farm Prep Sports.
Friday night high school football starts and ends with Friday Night Thunder, the region's most complete high school football show. Real-time score updates, exclusive coach interviews, and full region breakdowns from across southern Middle Tennessee and the state. I'm Court Steer. Join me right here on WGNS every Friday night for Friday Night Thunder. Pre-game show starts at 6, post-game until 11. More than complete coverage of every team, every Friday.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. My wife Joy and I love dogs and have one of our own. But we've also helped people who have been injured by dog bites and dog attacks, as well as bicyclists who crashed after a dog attack. You need to know that the dog owner may have insurance to help pay medical bills and other expenses because of a dog attack. If your loved one has been injured by a dog, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
1st and 10 for the Blaze. Elliott back to pass, looking, has some time, throws it. Long and deep and incomplete. Now a flag. Going to be some interference there, I think. I believe that was Dixon.
I think there was interference before he ever flew the flag, too. But it was kind of, he flew the flag after the catch was not made.
That was intended for Kari Dixon.
That'll be an automatic first down. And
there's going to be pass interference against Cane Ridge.
So they're going to put the ball down at the 45-yard line of Blackman. John, these lights are nice, but sometimes it's kind of dark when you look. I mean,
yeah, I
asked
about that. I'll talk to you about that. I asked about that. The LED lights play right on the field. Now, I haven't looked over here, but it seems like it's dark here too. So it's focused on the field. So whatever, you're in the dark from the stands point of view.
But even trying to see, Dixon's
from
number
far
over
out.
there. Yeah. 2 wide right, 1 to the near side. Ball from the left hash. Here's Elliott. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolls to the right side. Going to loft it. And if it's a catch, maybe incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Max Wilcox. And that was a low screamer right there.
Got to have that play. I mean, you're down to less than a minute. You have that play.
Pass is intended for the 15, Max Wilcox.
Wilcox,
2nd down 10.
the intended receiver, the junior tight end. Second down, 58 seconds. So got a touch under a minute here. Let's try to get 55 yards. Ball once again from the left hash. Offset eye, and they put Wilcox in motion. He comes here to the near side. Pass is going to be to the right, though. And it's going to be made over there to Bryson Mitchell. And Mitchell going to be punched out of bounds. And that should stop the clock along with the chain movement after the first down Blackman. That goes for 12. Giles on the force out.
Mark just short of the first down. The 3rd down 1.
Oh, he was short. How is that?
Well, where they marked it is short, but
yeah,
it looked like he had it.
3rd and about a yard. So no clock stoppage, 47 seconds. Elliott in trouble. And now the thing you couldn't afford is to take a sack. And a loss of about 6 yards. Tillo back there for the Ravens making the stop. Well, now 4th down and 8, and they may just try to wait it out here and get to the locker room.
I know what's going to be waiting for them in the locker room.
A tough steak that they have to chew on for a minute.
I think
somebody's going to chew.
Coach K is going to be.
Clock at 6, at 5. They are not going to run a play, and that's going to take us to the Ideas Tees intermission, I think. No, they took a timeout with 3 seconds. Let's take a timeout, too. We'll finish it up here in just a second on State Farm Prep Sports.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
14-6 is our score. 3 seconds left, Brian.
You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and on Big G TV. Brian, John, Rod here. 3 seconds. Ran it down for one heave-ho play here. And now a whistle and a flag. John, I'll be glad to get to halftime because this has just been one of those.
There has been no cohesiveness at all, or
nothing. Blackman scored their first touchdown on 2 plays.
And offensively, they haven't really been able to do anything else because the other touchdown came on defensive.
Yeah. Penalty was against Cane Ridge, so they've got 1 second now. Elliott has plenty of receivers to choose from. He's looking near side, looks, and here's the long, deep ball. It's going to be a jump ball and incomplete. That ball intended for Braylon O'Dour, but it falls incomplete and takes us to halftime. Halftime here from Blackman High School, and so far it has been a very rugged game filled with penalties and stoppages, and we'll see if things happen in the second half for sure. But stay with us. Your Ideas Tees intermission is coming up after we take this 3-minute timeout.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
This is a paid legal ad.
I'm attorney John Day. Many lawyers are quick to say that they'll take the insurance company to court for you. But how do you know if the lawyer is an experienced trial attorney? Ask them if they're certified. In order to be certified, you have to have tried a lot of cases, taken a 2-day test, and get recommendations from judges and other lawyers. My wife Joy and I are both certified as civil trial specialists, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Time now for the IDST's intermission. With a break in the action, we'll bring you stats, scores, and highlights from tonight's game. Brought to you by IDST's, your home for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Visit 111 East MTCS Road, right across from the school, and check out Raider Tees 2 for officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear. IDST's can put your logo on just about anything. Now time to break down the action so far with the Primetime Sports Team.
And welcome back here to Blackman High School, where it's 14-6 Blackman. And welcome to the IDST's intermission. And Brian's going to join me here for a second to give us a Craig's Tax Service, our first half so I'll get it in a minute. Scoreboard update brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, Providence Christian was leading Cannon County, but I have not seen a score on that one in quite some time, so that's about all I'm going to say about that one. Stratford has just scored with 1:45 left in the first half, and it is Stewart's Creek 28, Stratford 6, and, of course, 14-6 here at the half.
All right, thank you, Brian. We're going to go to our first half replays brought to you by Craig's Tax Service, and we have one to show you, or one to play you. Blackman got the ball rolling early with 9:57 to go in the first quarter on a 4-yard run by Nance.
Here's Elliott. 2 wide outs to either side. In the backfield with him is Micah Nance, the junior. They look back to the sideline. Get the play. Rolling up to the line of scrimmage is Elliott. Barks out a change. Play clock at 2, at 1. Do they get it off? Yes, just in time. And it's a handoff to Nance, and Nance is going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown plays. Micah Nance, the junior, with his first TD of the season.
They faked the inside handoff, then they went to the outside with Nance, and he was nothing but pay dirt there. Great play, great call. And Blackman led 7-0. It got even better with 11 minutes to play in the second quarter on a blocked punt and a return by Dow. And we kind of figured that was going to happen because they were having trouble with the snap, and Blackman made it 14-0. But then a fumble recovery midway through the second period, and they put Cane Ridge on the scoreboard. They tried to go for 2 and missed it, and that's where we stand 14-6. It was a little sloppy second quarter, to be quite honest with you, and that's where we stand 14-6. That's your first half replay, courtesy of Craig's Tax Service, where they know tax laws can be tricky, and it just makes sense to have an expert on your side. Specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping, they're ready to help you make sense of it all. Visit them at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial, or call 615-890-2233. Mike Brandon and Brett Craig, along with Bruce Hall, proudly cheer on all Rutherford County teams and wish everyone an exciting second half of tonight's game. We'll be back with a look at the stats of the first half, the scoreboard again, and Rayburn Insurance keys to the second half, as Rod will be joining me here on the IDST's intermission. Stay with us.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County prep sports.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Hi, I'm Lakin Gilman, a mortgage loan originator with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With competitive rates and personal service, let me turn your homeownership dreams into reality. Visit my website, LakinHibden.com, or come by my office at 322 North Front Street, located in downtown Murfreesboro, and let's get started.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
When we started our flagship restaurant on Broad Street, who would have known we'd have grown and touched each four corners of Rutherford County? Now we have locations in South Murfreesboro, Smyrna, West Murfreesboro, and the original on 860 Northwest Broad Street.
Swing by one of our 4 locations after a game for some good food and fun.
Thank you, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County.
Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you.
Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the IDST's intermission. It's time for our stats from the first half. Brought to you by Fans, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. Rod Edwards joining me. Rod, missed you in the first pregame and the pregame show, but you're here now. So.
Well, I didn't get to see that first touchdown, but I was right here in the parking lot trying to get in. But
they had a pretty good crowd, didn't they?
Yeah, it is an awesome crowd. People were parked out in the grass over at the middle school, all over, and I just kept going back. I figured some people had turned around and found a spot here in the parking lot.
Well, I know you didn't get the chance to do all the defensive stats, but tell us what you do have.
Well, what I have is the ones who were making all the stops and all that we heard that really stepped up. For Cane Ridge, there's a strong safety. Alan Giles was very involved, and probably the most involved was their linebacker, Anthony Sensabaugh. Also, Jerry Mitchell, another linebacker, and the strong safety, Jaleel Patillo, and Damari Clark was the nose guard. They're the ones we heard their names that we spotted making the tackles and being the defensive leaders. Now, for the Blackman Blaze, first one I started hearing was James Stewart, big tackle inside, did a great job. And Jaden Lark, remember last year, he made a lot of great tackles on the outside, some really tough games. So they got a good seasoned defensive back in him. Tramiel Johnson is big defensive lineman. He's back again, so they're really stopping anything inside. Every now and then somebody will break something because they hand off deep in their goal line, and they're making shifts and all, but the defense has controlled it. And the linebacker, Jaden Gowan, we've heard his name several times tonight.
Well, he's blocked a punt, for one thing for sure.
Yeah.
And run it back for a score. All right, that's your defensive stats. Not a lot going offensively for either team. Cane Ridge, Mercado has 5 carries, 19 yards. Sensabaugh, 5 carries, 11 yards. And they only have 31 yards rushing total in the first half. So credit to the Blackman Blaze there. -1 passing for 30 yards total. So the fact that they have 6 points on the board due to the fumble,
right,
that's really kept them in it.
Right.
For Blackman, Javion Elliott, he has rushed twice. He has a -2 yards. Micah Nance has 4 carries, 22 yards. He's looked good at times. Jabari Kemp's touched it once and has 3. Elliott, 3 of 8 for 70 yards. One of them, that big screen pass, to Nansom 8 for 51 yards.
Is that what set up the first touchdown?
Yes, it did. First half rushing 23. The passing was 70 for a total of 93 yards. That's a look at our stats, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, J.H.A. Company, and Josh Houston and Associates. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back. We'll wrap things up and talk about the keys to the second half coming up.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
At Wilson Bank & Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank & Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank & Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank & Trust, member FDIC.
Are you tired of feeling like just another number with your insurance provider? At Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, Agent Rick Hall prides himself on offering personalized service that puts you first. Every client's needs are unique. From personal home and auto coverage to tailored business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency in Smyrna, where you're more than just a policy number. You're a neighbor. Roscoe Brown has been Middle Tennessee's go-to for all HVAC and plumbing needs since 1940. Our commitment, you ask? It's to provide you with not just services, but solutions that bring comfort, efficiency, and peace of mind. From the heat of summer to the cold of winter, our expert team ensures your home environment is exactly how you want it. Perfect. Trust in Roscoe Brown for all your HVAC and plumbing needs, where your family's comfort has been our priority for over 80 years. RoscoeBrown.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back to the Ideas Tees intermission. It's time for the Rayburn Insurance Keys to the second half. Rod Edwards joins me back, and Rod, 14-6. Expecting a few more points out of Blackman here in this game.
Yes, I mean, I imagine the coach is going to talk about clean up your act, make sure you're fundamentally sound. This is where you really want to work on fundamentals, get your blocking schemes going, your angles you take on defense. Everything should be working, and this is the team you can do it to, unless you get lax. And that's the trouble. They've been too lax in this game.
So the defense, I think, has played well.
Yeah.
So they just keep on keeping on, right? I mean, there's really nothing that you can tell them. I think they maybe got fooled on a couple of first down plays, but other than that, they've been pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Right. And, of course, the one with the score was the turnover.
Yeah. I think that really switched the momentum of the game because they were pumped, and it was up 14-0. And then that happened, and then it kind of got into a lull to me.
I think partly, too, I think they were out of their base offense because they were working. Hey, it's time to work on the passing game and all. And they probably overdid it. I would think they'd come out now. We better start with the running game and then work the pass off of it. since that didn't work. And their thought was we get a lot of practice in our passing game in this game.
Yeah, they seem just a little off with the passing, don't they? Either timing is everything, right?
Right.
Well, we'll see. What do you look for in the second half now? I know you kind of mentioned it, but what does Coach Kreisky tell them now? I know go back to fundamentals, that kind of thing. I think they should run the ball, though, a little more, too, now.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
They worked on the passing game. Let's run.
I like to see this Nance. Supposed to have tremendous speed, the sophomore. I'd like to see them mix them in there. And then from that, get your passing game going. And, I mean, I think that's what they do normally. I think they were trying out how the passing game would work, but maybe we need to go back to working off of the run.
Well, that's your Rayburn Insurance keys to the second half. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance agent Rick Hall. As a locally owned agency in Smyrna, they offer the personalized service you won't get from big out-of-state providers. For auto, home, life, and business insurance needs, talk to Rick Hall, providing competitive prices and local advice. Rod, I know you guys are going to Lebanon tomorrow night, Siegel and Lebanon. You've followed the Siegel over the years. Mm-hmm. They had a big win last week, and looking forward to that.
Probably one of their biggest.
Looking for a big. I don't know. I'm thinking they may be able to pull this off tomorrow. What do you think?
Quite possible. Number one, their defense was really good, and it has to be good to stop Cookville at Cookville. And I'm a little worried about their offense. It looked like late they finally scored, but they weren't really breaking anything. And Lebanon's got a good running back, has about 185 yards last game. They got to stop. Defense seems to be really solid.
Well, that's our broadcast game tomorrow night, joining at 7 o'clock. Pre-game 6:30. Brian, Bill, Rod, and Connor. Hope Connor's listening. Does he know he's going? Okay, I got a yes on that. Also, join us each Saturday morning beginning at 9 for the Prentice Salsa Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's of Murfreesboro. And the order of coaches will be Riverdale at 9, Smyrna at 9:15, Blackman at 9:30, Laverne 9:45, Oakland at 10, Stewart's Creek at 10:15, Rockville 10:30, Siegel at 10:45, and Eagleville will round things up on the corner with 11 o'clock slot. Then join us for MTCS Cougar Corner, presented by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. That'll be at 11:15 a.m. Now, that's Saturday. Don't forget, we have a Friday now to go get up in the morning. Brian, you got to go to work. Rod, I don't know what you do. Okay. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, I think the teams are back. Yes, they are. We'll take our last time out of the half, and we'll be back with the second half of play. Our score, Blackman 14, and it is Cane Ridge 6. We'll also update that scoreboard in just a couple of minutes.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
You or your loved one are on a complex medication regimen. We can pack that into a multi-dose planner that's labeled correctly, that simplifies your life.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services that are customized to meet their needs.
Your medication's dispensed in a 30-day multi-dose planner, labeled correctly with each individual medication on each packet.
Mills Family Pharmacy, next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
For 27 years, Kenneth Barrett has proudly served the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office and now asks for your vote for sheriff. He started at age 20 as a detention officer, working his way up through patrol, narcotics, and interstate crime operations. He's led specialized teams while keeping transparency and fairness at the forefront. Kenneth Barrett for sheriff means proven leadership you can trust to keep our community safe.
I'm Kenneth Barrett, running for Rutherford County Sheriff.
And I'd appreciate your vote.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, J.M. Stewart Treasurer.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
Hi, Murfreesboro. This is Amanda from Animal City. We're at 919 Northwest Broad Street. This is the time of year where we have lots of amazing adoptable cats and kittens. So if there is a furry feline companion in your future, come in and see us. We are so proud to be Murfreesboro's pet destination for 35 years. Animal City, we have lots of amazing adoptable cats and kittens. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street. Family owned and operated.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose. You'd do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, welcome back here to Bart Smith Field, Blackman High School. The Inferno tonight. We'll see if the second half is any different here for our various teams. Got an update on the scoreboard here for you. And two quick scores by Stratford, and it's 28-12 just before the half in that one on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Burrow Romsen will be kicking off, and this one into the end zone. He's had several touchbacks this season. That's another one, and that is really
a great weapon to have, I'll tell you.
Sure is.
Kick it that far.
Last week, Blackman a winner over Clarksville, 24-6 on the road. First home game of the year on a Thursday night, and a great home crowd here. And really some very fixable things here for the second half for the Blaze. But first of all, Cane Ridge offensively will have the ball at the 20-yard line. Mercado working from the shotgun, takes a three-step drop. They bring some pressure. He's in trouble, and he is going to be sacked. Back at the 11.
He had only one receiver going deep, and then he had one to the left side here, but he didn't really ever get a chance to look at either one of them because the Blaze pass defense was so good.
Stewart and Levy were the first two in there. And it's a loss of 3 yards. We'll see if Blackman comes out fired up. That first play they did. Second down, 13. Inside their own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Ravens with Twins in close to the line of scrimmage on the right side, trying to block, and there's just nowhere to go up the middle. Going to lose yardage again, now back to the 14. And Russell going to lose yardage. And so far, first two plays, John, the Blackman defense looks fired up here. Levy again leading the way.
Well, the defense has been doing it all night long, and particularly I think they've got 3 first downs. And one was on a draw, and one was a missed tackle. Other than that, their defense has been solid.
Score was on really a catch, and a long catch for Blackman, then a fumble, and they ran it back. That was Cane Ridge's score. So 3rd and 15 now, just underway. 14-6, Blackman on top in this one. And now whistles. And this stoppage of play is going to be a delay of game, I guess.
They have taken their time on several occasions.
Well, we started the game with play clocks, and I guess with some of the clock issues, those went away. So now it's 3rd and 21, ball back at their own 9-yard line. They're going to go with the draw again, and nothing. Absolutely nothing for Russell. Going to be dropped at the 5-yard line, and John, punts for Cane Ridge have been interesting, and this one could be another
interesting case they're going to punt from their end zone again.
This is definitely not where you want to be when you're having punting and really the snap problems that they're having. Being back at your own end zone or the 1 yard line, that's hard on the punter. He's got the last couple away.
Hamid is going to be kicking from the end zone and now flag. And I think they're going to be backed up even further. So half the distance to the goal line, and they're going to be punting from the 2.5.
Penalty's going to be against Cane Ridge, half the distance of the goal.
So I mean, Blackman's at their own at their 35-yard line. I mean, that
is if they can get it off here. So almost from the back of the end zone. Snap handled, and they do get the kick off. Is it going to be returnable? It's going to be a fair catch by Kari Dixon back there at the 40-yard line. So a 33-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blackman Blaze, their first offensive trip here in the second half.
Yardage for Cane Ridge has been dismal. That series did not help at all. Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, J. Mullins Jewelry, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, and Parks Auction.
It's 1st and 10 here for Blackman High School. And we've got
on the sidelines down there, Brian, about the 10.
Yeah, Cane Ridge player down over there at about the 10. So we've got an injury here. Don't forget to check WGNSSports.com, the latest prep, MTSU news, sports news schedules. Got the whole broadcast schedule out there for you, so you can check that out there. And again, that's at WGNSSports.com. And would like to give you this reminder that big savings are coming to Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Store is opening up soon at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. They're going to offer up to 70% off name brands within the store, of course. So you'll want to get by there when they open. It's going to be in a few weeks. We'll be telling you more about that. It's like a new store every day. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for details on their opening. And like I said, again, we'll be bringing you those details as we're coming to you from the America's Thrift Store Broadcast Center here this evening. And our coverage on State Farm Prep Sports brought to you in part by Toots Good Food and Fun, Stones River Town Center, and also Wilson Bank and Trust. I think this is going to take a minute, so why don't we take a quick injury timeout, and we'll come back here with more, tell you a little bit more about it if we can find out some information. But a timeout for us. We'll be right back on State Farm Prep Sports.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
The law offices of John Day took the burden really off of my shoulders.
So if you think you're going to get rich quick with a frivolous case, I'm not the lawyer for you.
I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond.
If we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Fans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Fans will be there with trained technicians. Fans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Fans Heating and Air.
WGNS Radio and Big G TV cover prep sports like no one else. Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team bring you the sights and sounds of every game on State Farm Prep Sports, where local teams and big moments come to life. Hear every game on FM 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, and WGNSradio.com, or watch on YouTube, Facebook, and more. WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
I just really appreciate Danny and his whole team. I always feel like I'm going to get great service and the right outcome.
You just don't find any better people.
He's always been very good.
We've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutoRepair.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Upland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, that was Corey Robinson who was shaken up on the play. Looked like a lower extremity injury, but he is off the field now, and we're ready for 1st and 10 for Blackman. 9:17 to play in the third quarter. And it is Nance who is going to lose about 2 on that play. John, that didn't look good to begin with. I think it was kind of a delay handoff, and by that time, Kane Ridge was in the backfield.
Yeah, and I'm going to give Kane Ridge the credit now. They have played pretty good defense. We haven't been able to run the ball on them like I think they wanted to.
Monty Williams was the guy who made initial contact. He's got about 290 pounds to work with. Now some room here to the near side, but Nance is going to be taken down at the 40, so he's only going to get about 1.5 yards on that play, and it looked like more, but they certainly converged.
Well, we really need to take advantage of this field position here.
Yeah. Blackman is up by 8 in this game. And here is a 3rd down and long. 3rd down and behind the chain here for the Blaze. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end blocking here on the near side. It's Elliott back to pass. Has plenty of time. Lofts it long and deep. And has a man there and incomplete. Is there a flag? There is not a flag on the play. It was close. And the pass intended for Max Wilcox. So Blackman forced to punt here now.
Couldn't see in the lights, but it looked like it was a pretty good pass. It looked like it may have been behind him. Went off his.
Yeah, the defender right there in front went off of his helmet. And this is going to bounce and go into the end zone.
Well, he was facing a double team there, so he really had to thread it.
Well, John, you put yourself in predictable situations. On 3rd and 11.5 yards, you know, you're probably going to go to the air, right? So
yeah, you got to run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball.
Ball is at the 20-yard line for the Ravens. 7 minutes, 40 seconds to play, third quarter.
What else made it bad? Elliott kept backing up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't get as much on the throw as you'd like.
A receiver to either side here for the junior, Jaden Mercado. And the handoff is Russell in the backfield, and he's going to lose a couple. Back to the 18. They have just not been able to run the ball inside, John, and they haven't really changed what they're trying to do here either.
I'm not, you know, it's one of those situations I'm not sure that they can. You know, you may be limited in what you can do offensively.
Daniel on the tackle for the Blaze. Jarrison Daniel had 2 tackles, 1 for loss last week.
But they're only down, 8? They need to maybe do another surprise somewhere along the line.
Daniel also had a fumble recovery, too, last week. Well, here is Mercado rolling out to the right side, in trouble. Got Blaze all around him. Throws the ball in the air, and it's intercepted. He just threw it up in the air and had the ball picked off, and I think that is Bryson Mitchell, number 11 for the Blackman Blaze.
Well, they tried a little something different there, Brian. Rolling out, a good idea, but nobody was open, and he probably should have just kept it and just tried to get as much yard as he could. Instead, he decided to throw it, and there was 2 Blazes there. I didn't see a Raven player anywhere around.
So Blackman will have the ball at the 22-yard line of Cane Ridge. And we've said it several times, Blackman needs to take advantage. And here is notwithstanding, and a penalty marker is thrown.
Illegal procedure.
Procedure against Blackman will back them up 5 yards. So that's definitely not the way to take advantage.
They've had 4 of them tonight. But it's not maybe how many they've had, but when they've had them.
Yep. So instead of at the 22, you're now at the 27-yard line, and a 1st and 15. Got to get the ball to the 12 to get a first down here now. Tight end Wilcox is going to be anchoring the right side of that line. No, he's going to pull out here as one of 3 receivers to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. They're moving left to right. One more to the left. And a quick pass out here to Wilcox. Get him in the open field. 20 to the 15. Breaks a tackle. 10. Breaks another tackle and is going to be down inside the 5 to about the 1-yard line. That's where he's going to be in the John Day Legal red zone. It's a 26-yard pass and catch. And John, I was hoping he just kept breaking tackle after tackle after tackle that he could squeak in.
And that's where they've been their strongest offensively.
Yeah.
The little swing pass, the little short stuff.
In the John Day Legal red zone, the law offices of John Day helping injured people for more than 30 years. Line up in the eye with Jabari Kemp behind quarterback Javion Elliott. And here's Kemp. He's going to easily walk into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Blaze. Big pass and catch by Wilcox set that up. And Blackman, their first score of the second half.
Well, that was made easy by the Wilcox run. And finally, Blackman is able to take advantage of a turnover and good field position. They score easily.
Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze. Don't forget, if you're hungry after the game, head over to Toots. Good food and fun. You can even order online at Toots.com and from Uber Eats. And the extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So your new score, Blackman up here by a score of 21-6. 5:49 to play. Second half, third quarter, State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Lessons, we got that. Drums and every other instrument with strings or keys. Music World and Drummers Den, the one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. Ukuleles, violins, things that they're not expecting to find just everywhere they go. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course. Music World and Drummers Den.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back, and it is the kickoff. Going to be taken to about the 14.
Well, Laverne, I keep calling them Laverne, I guess because they played them so many years, but Cane Ridge cannot get decent field position, particularly in this half.
Well, they are going to be backed up once again here at the 14-yard line. Well, John, this is a good opportunity for Blackman to just try to put this thing away. They haven't been able to pull away thus far. (21-6), Blackman on top. Cato with two wides to the far side. They're lined up at the numbers. It's a pitch back to Russell, and or Sensabaugh this time, and he's going to be dropped at the 9. Well, they have gone. I don't know that they've had a positive rushing play in this second half, John.
No, it's really
bad.
Tough,
isn't it?
yeah. That's the only way to say it, I guess.
It is not good. Samford.
They haven't had a positive yard yet in this second half.
So 2nd down and 14 now. And the handoff, trying to go up the middle again, and Sensabaugh is going to get to about the 11. So pick up of a couple there, and it's 3rd down and still behind the chain. Looks like 12. Samford and Ambrose leading the way. John, if they're going to do nothing but go up the middle, I mean, it makes it easy on the defense.
Well, I mean, they know what's coming.
Yeah. Josiah Carey is going to line up on the numbers here near side, another on the numbers far side. And Sensabaugh behind Mercado, the quarterback. And it's another play trying to bounce it outside this time, and they're going to string it out. No way that he's going to get past that Blackman defense, try to get around the corner. Just great team speed here by the Blackman D, and they're going to lose about 4 or 5 yards on that play, and it's 4th down.
If Cane Ridge isn't careful, they're going to be in negative yardage for the game. They're approaching that.
Samford once again on the tackle. Don't know what they had in terms of rushing yards last week in the 33-14 loss to Wilson Central, but I do know Mercado was 2 of 6 for 5 yards and an interception. So it kind of leads you to believe they're going to try to run the ball, and they've tried tonight. But especially in this second half, the Blaze have come out on fire. Punt from the end zone. They bring some pressure, but they're going to get it away, and it's going to roll and bounce around, and it's now going to be down at the 36-yard line. Could have been around the 38, but it bounced back to the 36, and Blackman once again with great field position.
Well, State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio, WGNS, and Big GTV is brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Eden Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's State Farm agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683.
1st and 10 here for the Blaze. They're leading 21-6 with 3:03 to play. 3rd quarter. Trips here to the near side, and they're going to draw Cane Ridge across the line of scrimmage. So that is 5 yards for the Blaze. And 1st and 5 from the 31, I think. 31 and a half, we'll call it. Ball closest to the left hash there, John.
This would be a good opportunity to throw it downfield.
Jabari Kemp, the senior, is in the backfield with senior Javion Elliott. Elliott, another flag thrown. Now, Cane Ridge is pointing to Blackman this time, and that is the case. So it's 5 yards plus, 5 yards minus, and we're right back where we started.
Well, you and the PA announcer in sync. He said the same thing.
Did he? Well, he's only been doing it 26 years, he told us tonight. Since the school's opened, he's been announcing here. Yep. Javion coming into this game, or in last week's game, 7 of 17 passing, 124 yards, 1 touchdown, a 42-yarder to Bryson Mitchell. Here's Kemp, some big yards, 30, 25, 20, and down the sideline. And it was Javion Elliott who carried it in. What a great fake by him, and carried it down the sideline for 36 yards and the Blackman touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great fake because Kemp looked like he was going up the middle with it, and half the team followed him, and he went down the sidelines.
Well, this play-by-play announcer followed Kemp.
Well, I wasn't going to say that. Now that you brought it up.
Well, then all of a sudden you see Elliott down the left side there. That's his third rushing touchdown of the season. Had 2 last week on 10 carries. And Burrow-Rambozen to kick, but a flag. Toots Good Food and Fun bring you your touchdowns, and there have been several here for Blackman here in the second half, of course. Don't forget their $6.99 weekday lunch specials at Toots. Penalty against the Ravens. I keep wanting to call them Ravenwood. But
well, I keep calling them Laverne. So
Ravenwood, they're the Raptors, and Cane Ridge are the Ravens. Don't you think Ravenwood Ravens would have been good? Cane Ridge could have been the Raptors or the Carnivores or anything.
Well, I mean, you can't.
I don't know which came first.
They want.
Nah, that's true. And the extra point is up and through the uprights. Your new score, 28. Cane Ridge 6, 2:51 to play. Third quarter, State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Tune in each Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's of Murfreesboro. And Blackman has kind of pulled out here, 28-6, 2:51 to go in the third.
Well, back-to-back scoring drives here for Blackman and a short field. And then you have the kick into the end zone each time. Cane Ridge will have the ball at the 20. But I'm trying to remember, there have only been 2, 3, maybe 4 at the most positive plays for the I confused myself a minute ago. Cane Ridge. Almost called them the Raptors, and I don't. What are we doing here? This has been a weird night.
It's a Thursday night.
Is that what it is?
It is. I bet the moon was full. We just couldn't see
probably.
it. Probably. Oh.
1st and 10 for Cane Ridge. Jaden Mercado, now a flag.
It's called flow of the game, and we haven't felt it all night.
None.
I mean, there's been no flow.
And Blackman is kind of had to, work their way through some of that. And Cane Ridge just had 12 men on the field. You don't see that called very often at this level of high school football. So a 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15. No receivers this time. They're going to fake the handoff, and Mercado going to keep it. And a penalty marker thrown as he gets it to the 14-yard line. And so he's going to lose a yard here.
I think they're going to lose more than that.
Yep, it's going to be a holding penalty against Cane Ridge. Boy, they had that penalty is declined, by the way. So that takes the down away. They have just, they were really gifted their 6 tonight. It was fumbled on a long pass, and this fumbled right to him, and they went down the sideline and scored. It's going to be interesting to see in the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show what their final offensive stats are going to be, if we can ever get there. We have a station ID coming up here in just a second. But first, the give, and Russell pushed back. I mean, it just ran into a wall. That sense a ball, though. Let's do that pause for station identification on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game.
Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and Rod Edwards with you here tonight. We've got another one set for you tomorrow night from Lebanon. Siegel going to take on the Blue Devils. About a 26-mile drive from my house. 3rd and 17, it feels about like that for Cane Ridge, and now a penalty marker thrown, and I think they're going to take a delay of game here even.
Don't be late tomorrow night, Rod, showing up, okay, like you did tonight.
Well, he had an excuse tonight. Another 5-yard penalty. Well, you get to a point where you almost feel sorry for him for all of the mistakes, and they just can't do anything.
I'm almost there.
We're going to call it 3rd and Smyrna. Sends a ball, does break into the second level there, but is going to be mashed down at the 14. And picks up about 6. He didn't get to the 14, he got to the 10, so just a couple of yards for him there. And another punt, this time from the end zone once again. Ahmed has been put in some serious situations, and really he's done pretty good tonight, considering there was a block punt early in the game. Blackman bringing the pressure again, and he gets this one off. Going to be fielded here by Blackman's Dixon. Dixon, 35 now, to the 30. Working there to the left, and going to be taken down inside the 30-yard line. 10-yard return there. 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Blackman leading here 28-6. And back out here with a 1st and 10. And, John, they've been on Ravenwood's side of the field this entire second half so far.
I don't think they've been past the 45-yard line. I think 45 and in.
I think you're right.
So far tonight, which really takes a lot of pressure off your offense, puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And those guys have been out there now, they're starting to get out there a lot.
It's almost like you're playing flag football. Trips here near side. Receiver on either side of the hashes and the number here. And it's going to be Elliott, calls his own number. Now going to turn it upfield, 30, 25, 20, off to the races, 15, 10, 5. End zone, touchdown, Blaze. Elliott finds the end zone again, this one from 30 yards away.
Well, I was fixing to say,
run upfield.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
You know? And then I said he's going backwards, and then he got out of that problem and then goes down the field for a score.
Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze coming just before the end of the third quarter, and it's been all orange and navy here. Another Toots touchdown for the Blackman Blaze against Ravenwood. Things kind of coming together here. Borobosen to kick. Once again, perfect on the season so far on PATs. This one is up, and this one is also perfect. It's 35-6 with 18 seconds to play. Third quarter, Blackman just scored here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Buravosin to kick off here for the Blaze. And guess what? Another touchback.
He's got a leg.
This one took one bounce and went through the uprights. So another start from the 20-yard line for the Cane Ridge Ravens. Move on to the fourth quarter here in one play, I would think. And Ravenwood has been very one-dimensional. Part of that has been field position, too. I mean, you can't really do a lot of passing when you're so backed up here, and Blackman has just shut the door on their run game. Jaden Mercado going to send two wide to the right side. Caden Lyons is one of the two. I believe that's Sensabaugh back there in the backfield with him. It is, blocking for him. Pass over to the right side to Lyons, and he's going to get a short gain out of it. And that's going to run out the third quarter of play here. So we move to the fourth quarter. The Blackman Blaze leading Cane Ridge 35-6 on State Farm Prep Sports.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take planning. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you save by combining auto and renters.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants, and our family would like to thank this community for supporting Toots for 40 years.
Head over to Toots.com for our daily specials, our menu, and all of our locations. Check out our Kids Club for some extra deals. Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you for dining with us since 1985.
Thank you, Rutherford County.
Thank you for dining with us for 40 years.
Toots.
Good food and fun.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard.
We've swapped sides of the field here now, so Cane Ridge moving left to right. Maybe that'll change their luck. 12 minutes to go here. Blackman up comfortably, 35-6. 2nd and 9 here for the Ravens. Mercado has a receiver to either side. The halfback blocking there on the left. And that is the way Sensabaugh goes, but it doesn't matter. They run him down for a loss back to the 15-yard line, so a 6-yard loss. Samford was the guy who was back there, and, John, there was just nowhere to go.
It's really been dominating Blackman defense.
Well, John, I did get a text from a viewer tonight who said it was not a full moon.
Oh.
So,
well, I'm glad
I guess we've got someone who knows the waxing and waning and the gibbous moon phases.
Well, that's good to know.
3rd down and 15. The Sensabaugh running near side, 15 to the 20, and is going to get to about the 24-yard line before being taken down. That's one of the best runs they've had tonight, a 9-yard pickup, but they were behind the chain already. So what do they do here on 4th down and 6? Do they go for it? They're deep in their own territory, or do they try to get the ball at least on Blackman's side of the field? I think that's what they're going to try to do.
I mean, they've been three and out.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was a pretty good run, but they had lost so much yardage beforehand.
Brought some token pressure this time. Got off a decent punt, taking it on the bounce. That was scary. It was Tristan Thornton. And down at the 36-yard line. So Blackman, for the first time in the second half, playing on their side of the field.
Yeah, that was a pretty good punt there. Well, Blackman brought no pressure, however.
So 1st and 10 now. Another touchdown would, I think, start the clock melting away a little faster. Don't want to be greedy, but some of us have to get up early in the morning. And a run right side by Nance. Nance cuts back inside now from the 40 to the 45 to the 46-yard line. A 16-yard rumble, but there is a flag and probably a hold. Yes, a hold there on the right side to kind of free him up. So this is all going to come back.
Well, between last week and this week, I've seen enough of that. I'm ready for a clean game. You know, no. I know it's early in the season.
By the way, Marcus Cameron is in as the signal caller now. He is a junior, 6'2", 170 pounds. See what he's got here tonight. So Blackman resting Javion Elliott here, maybe for the remainder of the game. Going to be 1st and 15, back at the 29-yard line. 2 wides near side. Jaden Lark is one of those. Another there on the right. Right up the middle they try to go. And about a yard. And that's going to be it. Trying to see who the ball carrier was.
Second down.
It's going to be 2nd down. I believe that was Nance. Giles on the tackle. So 2nd down now. And 16. Loss of a yard. Cameron, little drop back. Nice pass across the middle. 35, 40, 45, 50 down the sideline. 45, 40, and pushed out of bounds there is Blackman's Max Wilcox. 5'9", 180 pounds. Strong as an ox. Rumbling for 26 big ones. Russell pushed him out of bounds and probably saved a touchdown. And it's a first down for the Blaze. Banking on a first-name basis at First Bank.
Well, that was a really nice throw by Cameron.
Cameron with the give to Micah Nance. Nance off to the races, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. High stepping it into the end zone for a 36-yard scamper.
Great move at the end there. Right before he got to the line of scrimmage, he broke out to the right and found wide open spaces.
Sounds like a country song.
Well, it was one. Yeah,
I guess it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the Chicks that sang that?
Yeah, it was.
Man, you've brought some culture to me, John. Another Toots touchdown. Boy, a good Toots burger with an extra slice of bacon sounds really good right now. Those crispy fries or maybe the tots. Toots, good food and fun. 3 locations in the borough, 1 in Smyrna, and the extra point is up and good. The Blaze leading 41-6 with 8:27 remaining in the game on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bank and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back here as Blackman has now opened up a 41-6 lead. And Burrow Bozen is ready to kick off here. See if I can catch another score or two for you on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, because I know this is going into the end zone, and it did. 42-18. Stewart's Creek leads Stratford in the third quarter. So that's good to hear.
I really believe Stewart's Creek's for real. I mean, I think they're coming off of last year doing so well. Got a lot of confidence. Got a senior quarterback.
You know, you got a lot of teams with some experience coming back. I think it's going to be a fun district here for sure. We get into that, John, next week. Isn't that unbelievable? I think it's Riverdale Blackman next week, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
First and 10 now for Ravenwood. And it's a quarterback keep here to the 24-yard line. Mercado on the carry. Picks up about 4. You know, you talk about Stewart's Creek and their confidence. John, last week, backs against the wall, tie ball game, come down, hit a game-winning field goal. Win that one 39-36, going for 2-0. Blackman holds on here, which looks like that'll happen. They'll be 2-0. Running left side, here's Mercado, and he's going to have some big yardage. 35 to the 40, 45, and finally ridden out of bounds at the midfield stripe. Clock is running, though, 6:46. See my little piece of paper here. We got a lot of teams, John, who, if Siegel can get the win, they could be 2-0. Oakland, the same thing. Could be very interesting as we open up district play. We'll have the Riverdale Blackman game from Riverdale next Friday, but another game tomorrow, being Friday tomorrow, from Lebanon. First down for Cane Ridge, and it looks like Jaden Mercado is saying, I'm just going to run it myself.
Well, he's picking up some positive yards. Had a big run previously, 25 yards, now one for a couple.
Van Zandt on the tackle. I think Blackman has kind of liberally subbed here a little bit.
Well, the clock is running, so
good chance to get some of the
and Laverne. Gosh,
in there.
why do I keep doing that? Cane Ridge is going to have a real difficulty trying to get 50 yards in that length of time. unless they break one.
Yeah. Second down. About 7. Direct snap to Sensabaugh this time. And Sensabaugh to the 40, to the 35, and finally taken out at the 34-yard line. So another nice run there for Cane Ridge. Well, they've definitely kept their starters in. But, John, you really can't blame them. If you look on the sidelines, I don't know that they've got another 12 over there. Well, maybe they do, but not much more than that. I bet it's really hard to go, in practice. There's not really a scout team,
Yeah.
First down for Cane Ridge, 4:40. Clock running. Prentice Alsop Heating and Air postgame show comes up after we're finished here tonight. And snap to DeMartez Russell. Does just get back to the line of scrimmage. Ambrose on the tackle for Blackman. Going to lose a yard on that series. First time in this entire series that they've lost yardage. But, man, third quarter was rough. It was really their undoing thanks to the Blackman defense and the offense, which finally found a rhythm. And this time bouncing it outside of Sensabaugh. Direct snap to him. He's going to cross the 35 to the 34 and pick up a couple and bring up third down. John, have you noticed that they just line up whoever is going to get the football behind center?
Yeah.
They've had like 4 different quarterbacks, if you will, on this series.
Might as well,
So doing a kind of an interesting version of the Wildcat, I guess. Ball is on the right hash here. Third down and 10 with 3:19 to play. So if this is the case, it should be DeMartez Russell who runs the football. But it's not. A little sneaky play, and it's going to be Sensabaugh handing off to Lyons, trying to run opposite side, but Blackman snuffs that out pretty quick. Ball came loose late, but they're going to say he was down. And it's fourth down. I kind of look for him to go for it here. If you can pick one of the Blackman Blaze out of that pile of about 5 or 6 on defense who were sniffing out the football, we'll just call it a team tackle there. Fourth down, ball at the 32-yard line. 2:30, clock still melting away. Blackman on their way to a 2-0 start to the season. And they are 4-0 against Cane Ridge. Back in at quarterback is Jaden Mercado, and he's going to get it down inside the 30, but that's not enough, and Blackman's going to take over on offense here. So it'll be first and 10 for the Blaze. Lifetime. Well, this is the first time in 11 years that Blackman and Cane Ridge have played. One of those games was a shutout. They scored 14. I think there was a 42-14 score when they played 11 years ago. And the other 2 were shutouts. This one close to it. Take away that long pass that was fumbled right to Cane Ridge and they go the other way, would have been a different story. It looks like we've got a timeout. Cane Ridge will step aside as well. The final 1:26 coming up, and a Blackman win straight ahead on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Big savings are headed your way, Murfreesboro. America's Thrift Stores is opening a new location at 1030 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Get ready for a clean and organized shopping experience where you'll find up to 70% off name brand clothes and so much more. And the best part, thousands of new items hit the floor every single day. It's like walking into a brand new store every time you visit, all thanks to generous local donations. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro to learn more.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by Animal City, Music World, and Drummer's Den, and Mills Family Pharmacy. And a little mix-up there on the handoff, and kind of falling over each other there. That intended for Daniel Smith. Fell down, lost a yard there on the play. Shouldn't have to give the football back. Run one more play here, and we'll call it donezo. It's Miles Teague in at quarterback. I don't know that we're going to run a play here. 15 seconds. Don't think we have to run a play here. And we don't. That is it. Ball game. Final score in this one tonight. The Blackman Blaze with a convincing win over Cane Ridge to move to 2-0. 42-6, your final score here tonight. Coming up, after we take a timeout, it is your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. That's next on State Farm Prep Sports.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Welcome back here to Blackman High School. The Blaze a winner tonight by a final of 42-6. We're going to get some scores for you here on the post-game show and much more, but let's jump right into how this game unfolded with John.
All right, it's time for the Sir Pizza replays, and we'll start out with Blackman. 9:57 to go in the first, a 4-yard run by Nance.
Sir Pizza replays. Here's Elliott. 2 wideouts to either side. In the backfield with him is Micah Nance, the junior. They look back to the sideline. Get the play. Rolling up to the line of scrimmage is Elliott. Barks out a change. Play clock at 2, at 1. Do they get it off? Yes, just in time. And it's a handoff to Nance, and Nance is going to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown plays. Micah Nance, the junior, with his first TD of the season.
They faked the inside handoff, then they went to the outside with Nance, and he was nothing but pay dirt there. Great play, great call. Block punt by Dowell, Jason Dowell, and it was 14-0 before you looked in the second quarter. But a fumble by Blackman got a score in for Cane Ridge that made it 14-6. and that's where we stood at the halftime. But third quarter and a little bit of fourth was all Blackman. Unanswered points here for the Blaze. The first one came in the third quarter, 5:49 to go. 1 yard run by Kemp.
Replays. Here's Elliott. And here's Kemp. He's going to easily walk into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for the Blaze. Big pass and catch by Wilcox set that up. And Blackman, their first score of the second half.
Not a lot of carries for Kemp tonight. I think he was being saved a little bit, I believe, for future games like next week. Anyway, Blackman scored again with 2:51 to go in the third. This time it was Javon Elliott.
Replays. And down the sideline, and it was Javion Elliott who carried it in. What a great fake by him, and carried it down the sideline for 36 yards and the Blackman touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great fake because Kemp looked like he was going up the middle with it, and half the team followed him, and he went down the sidelines. And that made it 28-6. Blackman scored again with 18 seconds to go in the third. Again, Javon Elliott.
Replays. And it's going to be Elliott calls his own number. Now going to turn it upfield. 30, 25, 20, off to the races. 15, 10, 5. End zone, touchdown, Blaze. Elliott finds the end zone again, this one from 30 yards away.
Well, I was fixing to say,
run upfield.
What is he doing?
Yeah.
You know? And then I said he's going backwards, and then he got out of that problem, and then goes down the field for a score. And then the final score came with 8:27 to go as Michael Nance comes up with a big run to cap things off.
Replays. Cameron with the give to Micah Nance. Nance off to the races. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. High stepping it into the end zone for a 36-yard scamper.
Great move at the end there. Right before he got to the line of scrimmage, he broke out to the right and found wide open spaces. And the final 42-6, and those are your Sir Pizza replays.
Sir Pizza. That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Now it's time for our stats, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, and Winners Trophies. And we go with Cane Ridge had a total of 88 yards, total rushing, -2 passing, and 85 for the game. And those 88 yards, most of them came in the late, very, very late stages of the game. So it was a great defensive effort by Blackman. For the Blaze, they were led with Javon Elliott, 4 carries, 64 yards. Micah Nance with 7 carries, 61 yards. And Jabari Kemp didn't play much on offense, got 2 carries, 4 yards, but he did score a touchdown. Elliott was 4 of 10 for 96 yards, no interceptions. Cameron, 1 of 1 for 15 yards, no interceptions in the game. Max Wilcox had a big game, a couple of catches of 26 yards and more. And that's a look at the offense. Rod, you got the defensive stats.
Yes, it's first series that Cane Ridge Ravens had. They had a sack, double sack together with Isaac Levy and Amari Sanford. Then we had the interception by Bryson Mitchell. And from there, it really turned the game around. Blackman went in for the touchdown, and they continued to roll the rest of the night. Leading tacklers were Jaden Gowan from his middle linebacker position and Amari Sanford from the line.
All right, Rod, that's pretty good considering you only saw half the game. That's a really good stats. And that's a look at the stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. A jubilant Blackman Blaze crowd on a Thursday night, Brian.
Yes, indeed. A great crowd here tonight, 2-0. And the first game on Bart Smith Field, a huge success tonight. And John, I'll see you on the morning show in the morning, and then Saturday is you're not going to make the trip to Lebanon with us tomorrow night.
I'm not going to make the trip, but I may be around watching a game somewhere.
Okay. Well, keep us updated wherever you might go. And thanks to Rod Edwards here, of course. Micah Rubison taking care of all of our camera work on Big G TV tonight. We'll have the podcast up where you can watch or listen back to the game a bit later on. And our studio engineer tonight, Connor Smith. I'm Brian Barrett saying final score here tonight, 42-6. Updates on the other scores on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Looks like PCA is going to roll to 2-0. They're beating Cannon County 42-7 in the third quarter right now. And it's Stewart's Creek in the third leading Stratford 42-18. The latest scores on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Tomorrow night, Oakland will be in Kentucky and Clark County to play Huntington, West Virginia. Riverdale hosting Father Ryan. Rockvale goes to Station Camp. It's Smyrna at Hendersonville. Laverne will take on Dixon County at home. They've got 7 home games this season. Only 3 on the road. But next year it's opposite, so that's tough. But anyway, Eagleville will be at home versus Community, and so will MTCS as they take on Grace Christian. We'll see you tomorrow night from Lebanon as Siegel goes there to try to take on the Blue Devils and win their second straight game against them in the last few years. I'm Brian Barrett saying so long from Bart Smith Field, Blackman High School, the Inferno, until the next time we meet at the game.
Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Many medications for our animals have to be compounded, and we offer that here at Mills Family Pharmacy.
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding.
Special for you, your loved ones, or for your pets.
Learn more at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Thank you for allowing us to be your local pharmacy. We're at 2994 South Church Street next to Toots.
Mills Family Pharmacy, dedicated to providing customers with services to meet their needs.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's has a team of experienced auctioneers and realtors who make selling your property simple. Whether you're selling your home, farm, or have an estate to settle, auctions are easy, fast, and profitable. You don't have to worry about the hassle of updates, repairs, or showings, and you'll receive multiple offers on auction day.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name. But there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, Primetime Sports Director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a Primetime Sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.